Marjory, I just wanted to ask you, how do you see your role on the campaign?
Well, this is the third campaign I've traveled with the Prime Minister. First as the Leader of the Opposition, of course, and the last two times as Prime Minister. And I actually see my role as, well, I'm called a senior advisor, but I have the corporate memory of the party. I have good knowledge of the country, good knowledge of the constituencies that are in play in this election. I have a good sense of the geography of the country and most particularly the corporate memory of the party.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think things have changed over the last few decades? I mean,
well,
obviously this is a new Conservative Party. It's a well, I was about to say a relatively new leader, but yeah. Not so much anymore.
Well,
how has conservatism changed?
Actually, it hasn't changed that much. I mean, I started working for the party when Stephen Harper was the Prime Minister. I worked, of course, through the Stanfield era, the Joe Clark era, the Brian Mulroney era. I was, of course, there when the party took, the Progressive Conservative Party took the big defeat in 1993, and of course by that time I was in the Senate. But actually, Andrew, when the parties, the two legacy parties got together, I actually found it a coming together of the family, because the very people who were in the caucus were exactly the same people that I had known in the Diefenbaker era, the Stanfield era, the Clark era, and the Mulroney era. And as a matter of fact, some of these more strongly held opinions of some of our members during the Mulroney years are much more moderate than different elements of the party's history. So I saw it as a coming together. We were basically all conservatives. The Conservative Party, of course, is made up. It's a big, broad-based party. There are center, right, and sort of more some of the red Tories, and of course many red Tories are in the party. And but that's what's so rewarding for me. We have this huge caucus, over 200 members when you combine the number in the House of Commons and in the Senate. People can have a wide divergence of views on many issues, and yet we come together in consensus, and actually the Prime Minister deserves a lot of credit.